Wow, can you believe it happened? 2B from the critically acclaimed Nier Automata in Soul Calibur 6, and online is flooded with them. You don't want to cough up the bucks for the season pass, yet at the same time you don't know how to deal with this teleporting, mix-upping, flipping, fishing robot? Don't you worry. In an effort to make playing online a slightly more tolerable experience, I will make an attempt at assisting you in understanding this character, so you may be slightly less confused when they mash their face across the controller. Moving onwards, I will be assuming that you know basic notations, and if you don't, take a look at your numpad and put the puzzle pieces together. Don't worry, I'll wait. You done? Listen, I know everyone is a special, unique butterfly, but at this rate I'm gonna call the Tard Wranglers on your head. I've added timestamps in the comments so you can skip to the parts that you actually want advice on. For demonstration purposes, I'm gonna be using Sophitia because of her well-roundedness. I'm gonna try and keep this guide practical, concise, and to the point. So if there is some move or string that isn't included, then either it's too insignificant, like 2B's 2B, or I forgot about it like a dummy.
Forgive me!
With that out of the way, a useful guideline for playing against 2B is, if it's flashy, spank her. Let's start with the verticals. Online 2Bs really love their BBBs. It's unsafe at -14. Do punish it, please. BA is a common low that is -12, so it's better if you just jump attack it on reaction. 4B looks dangerous, but it's -14. Spank it. 4BB does jail, but it's even more unsafe. Spank it even harder. 4BBB is unsafe, but forces crouch, so you won't get the optimal punish. However, it's very sidesteppable. 4BB6B is safe, but it's steppable to her right. To make that easier for you, her right side is the one where she holds her hand up. 1B. It's -14 and can transition into her AGS stance, but if blocked, the punish is guaranteed. 6B, everyone's favorite. -12, slap her for it. 6BB. Man, where do I even begin with this string? Can't be guard impacted, -20, but it pushes you back so far it might as well be safe. Can't transition into AGS. Lethal hits you if it hits you in the back. Natural combo. Did Satan design this string? 6BBB, unsafe but very steppable. 6BK, safe. Natural combo. Can't be guard impacted. Can't be stepped. Gives analysis points. What the hell, dude? Quick note on this 4K ender. It can be held and the only way out of it is to guard impact on reaction. Be ready for it. Some notable kicks are, 6K is only -10, so no punish unless you play Cassandra, Taki, or Shangwa. 6KK is a high, so just duck and punish. 1K is -15, but if she goes into her angler stance, then she parries any proper punishes. Did I mention she's so damn annoying? While rising K. Listen man, you gotta guard impact this or they'll bully you endlessly with this. Now here are some horizontals you gotta be aware of. AAA. I know, it looks scary, but you can duck this. And the B version is -14. 3A, it's -12. 3AA is -16. 4A, it's -16. Never ever let them get away with this. 6A, it's a low high. You'll be seeing this a lot, so be prepared to slap them for it. Next up, the source of many people's hardships, her stance, AGS or aggression shift. To tell you the truth, it looks a lot more intimidating than it actually is. Let me show you how to properly deal with this. You ready? So she comes in like this, right? And then you just use 2A. You use a reversal edge. Just step, bro. Just block. Yes. I'm gonna fucking cry, man. AGS is such a headache to deal with since there's an answer for everything. So instead of listing every single scenario and waste your time even more, I'm just gonna give you my own amateurish guidelines to consider. If they go into the stance and you block their entry move, then you, generally, can stop it with a 2A or reversal edge. If you get hit and they transition into the stance, then it's better to be patient and block. If you block an attack in the stance, then they can't press any more buttons if you use a quick attack. And lastly, if you really don't want to deal with it, just soul charge to get out of it. The rest is pretty straightforward. Block the low or launcher and you get a punish. If you just mash buttons, then her counter may get you. Or, in short, you just have to outplay them. Finally, her jump stance. I have 2 rules for this. Rule number 1, don't get tilted when she floats around. Rule number 2, don't run into her. She will come down eventually, so take your time and punish accordingly. She has no break attack, so you can reversal edge all of her options for free meter. If you got a good anti-air attack like Sasalamel, then use that. Wait, her soul charge? It just kinda makes her mix-ups hit even harder. Just guess better, bro.